Morning, students. After long, we'll start now our continued classes. We'll see the new chapter today, and chapter is straight line. Chapter number 10. Chapter number 10, straight line. Uh, Interesting chapter this is. First of all, we will talk about the new concept slope of line. That slope is also called gradient of line. Slope of line also called gradient of line. Let me speak something that these we have a two axis, x axis and y axis, and we talk about a line. We talk about line. This is a line. So focus on the line which actually cuts to x axis and make an angle with x axis. We have to count this angle. Whenever we count from x axis the angle anti-clockwise, it is called the angle by positive direction of x axis. This is called positive direction of x axis. So suppose this angle is theta. Suppose this angle is theta, then slope of line is given by shortly called m, and this is given by tangent of that angle. This is the slope or gradient of line. The gradient of line is always tan theta, where theta is very important. Theta is always the angle made by the line with positive direction of x axis. Sometimes students get confused. Suppose we don't draw the axis. Suppose just like theta is here. And if I ask you what is the slope of this line, so students say tan theta. I'm sorry, but it is wrong answer, because you only watch theta, which is actually angle between two line. That theta is not that theta which is the angle with the positive direction of x axis. Even if I will draw the lines here, then if this line is cutting to x axis, suppose this angle is alpha, then I can decide that slope of this line is tan alpha. Suppose this line is cutting to x axis is at beta, then I can decide the slope of this line is tan beta. So whenever you want to find the slope, you should focus that the line is making what angle with the positive direction of x axis. So it was simple and interesting job we have seen till here. Now let me speak something about that. M equal to tan theta, which is called slope or gradient of the line. Gradient of the line. Okay. Now next. This is the axis. Suppose the line which I formed here, now I am making the line like that. Now if I ask you what is this line, so you can find the nature of the line easily. This line is parallel to x axis, or you can say it is perpendicular to y axis. Line parallel to x axis, you can say it is perpendicular to y axis, both are same. And I would say that what is this in this case, what is slope of line? The slope of line which is parallel to x axis is, so I would speak one thing, that this line is actually parallel to x axis, it will not cut to x axis. So when it will not cut to x axis, theta will be 0, because it is not cutting to x axis. So theta will be 0 and theta will be 0, m equal to tan of 0, and you know tan 0 equal to 0. So keep remember, when line is parallel to x axis, m is equal to 0. One can say perpendicular to y axis, both are same. Third thing, when line is perpendicular to x axis, look at in this same picture I made here. Suppose this is a line, and this line is perpendicular to x axis. This is 90 degree. And it is cutting to x-axis. One also can say it is parallel to y-axis. It's a parallel to y-axis. So if you focus on this line which is perpendicular to x-axis, meaning parallel to y-axis, the angle is 90. So when theta is equal to 90, m equal to tan 90, which is infinite, which is not defined. So keep in mind that slope of the line perpendicular to x-axis is not defined. So hope it is very clear in your mind. Whenever the angle of the line, which particular angle with the positive direction of x-axis is given, you can find slope or gradient of line which is tan theta. Now I'll move on the other one. The next concept is the slope of the line joining two given points. Here it's very interesting that slope of the line which is joining two given points. In this case, please watch here, look at here. Very interesting it is again. We say, suppose it is a first point A, x1, y1. X. Suppose it is A, x1, y1 and it is a B, x2, y2. And this is the line joining these 2 points. We want to find the slope of the line AB. But the thing, this angle is not given. You know, in last board what we saw, when this angle was given, the slope of the line equal to m equal to tan theta. But in this case, 2 points are given and this angle is not given. Then how we can find this angle is theta, suppose, but it is not given. So how we can find the slope? Let me speak something. If I say it is theta, one should know that tan theta is a slope, but theta is not given. So how we can find out? Look at it daily. This is a point A, x1, y1. I draw the perpendicular here. One should know when I draw the perpendicular, it's a very common thing that this distance gonna be x1 and this distance is y1. This we read in class 10th. And when we draw the perpendicular from the point B to x-axis, this distance is called x2, horizontal distance, and this distance is called y2. Again one thing, this remaining distance is x2 minus x1. Because it is x2, it is x1. If I draw the perpendicular from this A point to this BN, x2 minus x1 will remain same with AL. This and this distance will same, x2 minus x1. And if I talk about y1 distance, so I would speak that this distance is also y1, nothing worry. And this whole was y2, so this distance will be y2 minus y1. And again one thing, that this is the theta, these two lines are parallel line, this simply a transversal. If it is theta, it is also theta. So if I go in triangle ALB, tan theta is equal to perpendicular upon base, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And I taught you that this was already theta, slope of this line was tan theta, which is this has come, which is m y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. You have got one of them very important formula, slope of the line where theta is not given. joining point, 2 points, x1 y1, x2 y2, you can find the slope. I put an example to you. Find the slope of the line 2, 5 and 3 minus 2. So you will say, let A is 2, 5 and B is 3 minus 2. Line joining points A and B. So first name is A, second is B, and third is, you can say it is x1 y1, you can say it is x2 y2, you can also consider reverse order x1 y1 x2 y2. Both are acceptable. So slope of line AB is given by formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 minus 2 minus 5, x2 minus x1, 3 minus 2. So m is equal to, we have got minus 7 upon 1. So this is the slope of the line. So it was so simple. Okay, right now a thing is coming in my mind that m may be negative, m may be positive, m may be 0 also. So I taught you the concept when m is equal to 0, the line parallel to x-axis. Then theta will be 0, m will be 0. M is negative, m is positive, depends on the situation, the inclination of line. Look at, when line makes acute angle with x-axis, m will be positive. Because m theta equal to acute, you can take, suppose m equal theta equal to 30 degree. So m equal to tan 30. Tan 30 is 1 by root 3, which is positive, na? So when theta is acute, m is positive. So reverse, you can understand it now. When line is coming like that, so it is angle 120, suppose. So m equal to tan 120 will be coming, na? So when you will find tan 120, you know how to find out? 90 plus 30, tan 90 plus theta minus cot theta. So minus root 3 has come negative. So keep in mind these also. This is very important formula. I have told you. Don't forget, please. Okay. Now I'll move on the next concept what given in a book. That question, one of the example I have taught you. Now look at the thing. Very interesting, I'm telling you. Till now we have talked about a line, slope. Now I say two lines. What about the nature of these two lines? One can understand lines are parallel. When lines are parallel, and if I talk to you about their slopes, so easy. Suppose it is making theta angle. One can understand it is also theta because lines are parallel. It works as a transversal. So if I say what is the slope of this line? Line 1. Line 2. What is the slope of the first line? M equal to tan theta. What is the slope of line 2? M equal to tan theta because theta is same, so M is same. So if lines are parallel, slopes are there. Slopes are same, equal. So please remember that lots of line can be drawn if lines are parallel. Their slopes are always equal. Very interesting thing that we have obtained here, got here. So please don't forget. If lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. The thing next. If lines are perpendicular, then what happens? Look at it, I tell you. Suppose we have the line first this one and second this one. And this is line 1. This is line 2. Suppose that this angle is theta 1, this angle is theta 2. And keep remember that angle always must taken with positive direction of x-axis. You cannot take this angle. You cannot take this angle. You have to take this angle for first line and second angle for second line, like that. So I ask you one thing, what is the slope of line 1? Depends on theta 1, tan theta 1. So I say it is m1. I say it is m1. And slope of the line 2, which is m2 equal to tan theta 2. Now I want conclusion that actually what happens when two lines are perpendicular. This angle is 90 degree. This angle is a 90 degree. Lines are perpendicular. Then what happens? So let me speak something. So can you find the relationship between these three? One can easily understand that this is an external angle and these two are interior opposite angle, and one should know that sum of interior opposite angle equal to the exterior angle. So in geometry we know that theta 1 plus 90 degree equal to theta 2. That is nothing worry. So all know about it. And theta plus 90 equal to theta 1 equal plus 90 equal to theta 2. That is nothing worry. So very easy it is. How, from where it came? It's an exterior angle formula in geometry, or you can say by exterior angle formula. That theta 1 plus 90 equal to theta 2. Can I operate tan both sides? Suppose I write 90 plus theta 1. Suppose I write 90 plus theta 1, and what I have done, I operated tan both sides. Now tan 90 plus theta in quadrant, it comes minus cot theta. You should know minus cot theta. And this is tan theta. Now I write cot as 1 by tan theta equal to tan theta 2. Now I do transfer. Can I run this? Because it is already we have studied that. Now tan theta 1 I multiply that side. So minus 1 equal to tan theta 1 tan theta 2. Now you can put the value. Tan theta 1 was m1, tan theta 2 was m2. So this is m1, this is m2 equal to minus 1, or m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. It is one of the very important formula you are seeing here, that m1 into m2 equal to minus 1 when lines are perpendicular. So what is m1 and m2? m1 and m2 are their slopes. m1 is a slope of first line, m2 is a slope of second line, and when lines are perpendicular, this is happening. m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. And one should know, right now I taught you when lines are parallel, m1 equal to m2 because slopes are same. So these two things you must remember. When lines are parallel, m1 equal to m2 will be coming, and when lines are perpendicular, this will be coming. Okay, so let me rub this out again. Don't forget this very important thing it was. Sometime question may come, show that lines are perpendicular. So you need to show only m1 into m2 equal to minus 1. If you are told to show that lines are parallel, you just have to show m1 equal to m2. Okay. Now I'll go on the examples, which is very simple. In example number 1 we have in the book. Find the slope, first question, of line passes through the 3 minus 2 minus 1 4. So A is 3 minus 2 and B is minus 1 and 4. Can I find slope of line AB? M equal to 2-point form. This time you remember, theta is not given, 2 points are given. So formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. It is also important for class 12th also. So please focus on this chapter properly. y2, x1, y1, x2, y2, you need not compare very well. Just like by writing x1, y1, x2, y2, it is not necessary. You just can write y2 minus y1, 4 minus and minus, definitely you will write like that, x2 minus x1. This is gonna be 6 and this is gonna be minus 5. So your answer is negative minus 6 by 5. So this is very simple answer it was. the example 1 and we have a D question, last question, making angle 60 with positive direction of x-axis. So I tell you that in fourth question, making angle 60 with the positive direction of x-axis. So I tell you that this language says this angle is a 60. The angle made by line with positive direction of x-axis. So 1 equal to m equal to tan theta. So this is a slope I am finding. You know what is the difference between these two questions? Here 2 points were given. Here angle was given. So I don't think it's a tough to you. So these two way to find m. Okay. Now first example we have done successfully. We'll move on the next one. What is the next? We have now angle between two lines. It is again very easy concept. Angle between two lines. Now we'll find the angle between two lines. Angle always depends on slopes. Look at, I tell you. Suppose this is a situation like first line and second line we have like that. And this is line 1 suppose. This is line 2 suppose. Very simple, and already we have done almost this kind of question. Suppose we are finding the angle between two lines. And we have a two angle actually, acute angle, obtuse angle. One can find out, second can be easily find out. Why? Because one can be 30 suppose. So other will be its supplementary angle. 180 minus 30, 150. So you know one angle is very important, second automatically will come. So we'll focus on that theta. Okay. Now again I ask you that what is theta? Theta is not slope angle. Theta is the angle between two lines. Suppose it is alpha and it is beta. Now you can understand if I talk to you, what is the slope of line 1? So one should say C to alpha, not theta. C to alpha, tan alpha. M1 equal to tan alpha. What is the slope of the line 2? M2 is equal to tan beta. You know, always slope is depending on the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. So if it is line, so don't say theta. Theta is not our main angle because for finding the slope we need to look this angle and this angle for line 2. So we have written it. Now same thing I'll use this and this. Would you think that the same concept already have taught you recently, that this is exterior angle? So by exterior angle formula, what you can see, alpha plus theta is equal to beta. You know, alpha plus theta equal to beta. So theta is equal to beta minus alpha. Theta is equal to beta. Can I operate tan theta? Tan both sides? Okay, I do like that. Now tan theta is equal to, now again don't confuse that tan theta is not equal to m, because theta is actually angle between two lines which we are finding actually. Otherwise you will get confused, sir, you taught that tan theta was m. Don't be silly, don't be fool. Theta is not the angle made by line with the positive direction of x-axis. Theta is actually this time angle between two lines. So tan theta is only tan theta, where theta is the angle between two lines. Now tan beta minus alpha, use the law tan A minus B in trigonometry with it. What? Tan A minus B, tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. Tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. Now you put the values. Tan theta is equal to, what is tan theta? M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M2 M1 M1 M2, whatever you can say, no matter at all. This is the formula. Now tan theta equal to M2 minus M1 upon 1 plus M1 M2. This is actually formula, but I want to modify a little bit. And I just want to modify, I am using mod here. Why? I want that tan theta is always positive. So if tan theta will be positive, your angle will be acute angle. So if this is going to be acute angle, obtuse angle can be easily find out. So you know, just for our little conveniency purpose, I use a mod so that I always get my answer in positive way. If I'll get answer in positive sign, theta will be obtuse, will be find out, and when theta acute will be find out. When theta will be acute, second angle we can be find out easily. So I change this m2 minus m1. I can write m1 minus m2. Now you are thinking, sir, why I wrote it like that? No matter, because I already have used the mod. So m2 minus m1 or m1 minus m2 both gonna be same. So you don't worry about that. So now this angle looks good with m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. m1 minus m2 upon, if you remember m2 minus m1, it is still correct. But you know, this time it looks good. m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2 in mod, answer will be positive. And you know that further theta will be acute angle, will get, and then after theta acute we can find out its corresponding supplementary obtuse angle easily. Okay, this is simple concept, we have studied that. Now this was the angle. Now let me rub this out. The thing which I am repeating now again, look at tan theta we already have seen, m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. I say when theta is equal to 0, what will happen? So one can understand we are finding angle between two lines. So when theta is equal to 0, line will not intersect each other, meaning lines are parallel. When theta is equal to 0, lines are parallel. When lines are parallel, theta is equal to 0, what will happen? Tan 0, is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Tan 0 is 0. m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Now I'm leaving the mod from here, and when I remove the mod, gonna be plus and minus. You should know that when I remove the mod sign, it always carry plus and minus sign, but that is not effect on 0, so it will be 0. But it is true when numerator will be 0. One can say that when we get 0 answer, when numerator will be 0. So it can happen when m1 minus m2 is equal to 0 and m1 equal to m2. That is nothing new concept. Already we have seen in early board, that when lines are parallel, slopes are equal, m1 equal to m2. So it is a repetition. One more thing I want to repeat. When theta is equal to 90, when lines are perpendicular, that only we have seen it. Again we are looking for that. Okay, tan 90 is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 m2. Tan 90 is infinity, so I don't want to put infinity. It is not well in mathematics to write infinite. So what we do? We can reverse both side. Invert endo we can use. So tan 90 can be written cot 90, and this will be changed. m1 m2 will go upside. This is gonna be downside. I reverse it, and our cot 90 is 0. Same will happen again. Mod, I'll remove the mod sign. Plus minus I'm not writing. What will happen? This will be 0. m1 m2 is equal to 0. So m1 m2 will be minus 1. That is the same conclusion again we are getting for lines are perpendicular. So don't forget this concept. It was important concept. We have seen it here. So hope student all concepts you have got very well. Now after looking example, we have a third example. It's very quick manner I should tell you. Example number 3. Look at, if line passes, suppose A and B, suppose C and D. So read the question properly. When line passes from A and B is perpendicular to line passes from C and D. So question is like that. We have given line passes A and B, this perpendicular line passes C and D. I am going to make a picture to you. Suppose it is A, it is B, line passes from A and B, is perpendicular to line passes from C and D. This angle is 90. We want to find the value of x. The question is very simple. Line passes from A and B, which is perpendicular, line passes from C and D. How we can find the value of x? Very easy. You know, when two lines are perpendicular, what happens? When theta, for finding m, theta is not given. So if you are thinking it is theta equal to 90, it is not that angle with the x-axis by which we can find the slope. So sorry for that. If you want to find the slope, you can take help of A and B. So let me explain. Lines are perpendicular. So m1 into m2 equal to -1. Recently we have seen the concept. We will use it. So first of all, I take A and B and I'll find slope of line AB, which is m1. You know formula? 2 points formula. y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus 8 minus 6 2, 4 minus minus plus 2 6, 1 by 3. And slope of taking C and D. Look at, very interesting. C D. Slope of CD m2. Formula is same. So m2 is equal to 24 minus 12, 12 and 8x minus 8. Now, since lines are perpendicular, so what will happen? The slope of AB is m1, the slope of CD is m2, lines are perpendicular. So what will happen? m1 into m2 equal to -1. So m1 is equal to 1 by 3 and m2 is at 12 by x minus 8 is equal to -1. 3 4s are 12. X minus 8 equal to -1. Do the cross multiplication. So it's gonna be 8 minus x equal to 4. You got to answer. So students, these are all way. We already have got all the concepts today, and hope we can you can start the exercise 10.1. So tomorrow we'll have a good class regarding 10.1 exercise. Thank you.